Hello all and welcome. I'm Mr. Barker. Hope you're all safe and well. Today I'm going to be taking you through your PE lesson, which is a basketball session. The aims of this session are on the board to develop your knowledge and ability to perform different ball handling and dribbling skills within basketball. And how we're going to complete this is by working through a series of basketball activities using the resources we have available. So hopefully you've got a little bit of knowledge of basketball from prior experience in school. The equipment we're going to use, we've got a basketball, football, tennis ball, or a wrapped up pair of socks. So hopefully this is accessible for all of you. So the components of fitness that are required for basketball: strength, power, cardiovascular endurance, muscular endurance, flexibility. These are all really important, as well as the skills and techniques we're going to work on today. The main ones we're going to work on today, as far as components of fitness are concerned, is speed, which is the ability to move quickly across the ground; agility, which is the ability to quickly change position or direction of the body; and coordination. Okay, so even if you haven't got access to a basketball or a football, use those socks or a tennis ball so we can still work on ball handling skills. Quick overview of today's session. What we're going to do is 4 ball handling skills and 4 dribbling skills. Okay, so each ball handling exercise will be completed for 3 rounds of 30 seconds. The dribbling exercise will be completed for 3 rounds of 60 seconds. Have about 30 seconds rest in between each activity, just to make sure you're recovering. Okay, so this is all about technique and progress today, rather than really trying to go at high intensity and work the cardiovascular and muscular endurance system. First thing I want you to do is some form of assessment. Okay, so we've got red, yellow and blue. So red is the easy exercises, so if you feel like you can't really perform any skills within basketball, work with those ones. Yellow, if you can perform the skills in isolation, then work for them. Blue, can you perform these skills in a game scenario? So if you're a little bit more advanced with basketball, then try and work with the blue exercises. First exercise we're going to work on is some ball handling, so we're going to do some finger taps. Okay, so all I want you to do, hands out in front of you, just using your fingertips, so working on the coaching points, spreading those fingers, just moving the ball side to side, okay? Shouldn't be slapping the ball, should only hear one noise, okay? From there, if you want to progress it a little bit, you can start going above your head, adding in things like squats, maybe some lunges, so adding in some more physical activity to try and progress the activity. Okay, like I said, doesn't have to be with a basketball, you can use socks wrapped up, or a tennis ball, so exactly the same thing, okay? Second exercise we're going to do is a corkscrew. Okay, so with a corkscrew, all we're going to do is pass the socks, the tennis ball, the football or the basketball around waist, knees, ankles, and then work back up, including the head as well. Okay, so 4 areas of the body we're going to go around. So ankles, knees, hips, and head. Okay, so we're going to try and work for 30 seconds, do 3 sets of that. Try and keep your head up while you're doing the exercise as well, just to make sure you can see the opposition during a game, okay? To regress that, all you're going to do, just pass the ball around your waist, try and get as many reps in as you can within the 30 seconds, change directions if you feel like you can as well, to try and progress the activity. Next activity we're going to do is some figure 8 rolling, okay? So what I want you to do, nice neutral position, feet just wider than shoulder width apart, nice straight back, flexion at your knees. From there, all you're going to do is pass the ball through your legs in a figure 8 motion. Okay, to make that a little bit more difficult, every 3 reps you can start passing it back through the opposite way, so changing direction, and focus on the speed, which is one of the key words which we want to try and work on today when we nail down the technique. To make that a little bit easier, just pass through one leg, again trying to focus on keep that head up, nice neutral spine, flexion at the knees. Perfect. Last exercise for the ball handling is going to be the hand switch. So for this one, 2 hands on the ball, right hand in front of the right leg, left hand behind the left leg. From there, all you're going to do is drop the ball so it bounces, and you're going to switch your arms so they're behind and in front, opposite legs. Okay? To progress that, all you have to do is remove the bounce. So from there, you're just chucking side to side. To make that a little bit easier, this time we're going to do the seesaw. So from the front position, again, just bouncing the ball, and then transferring your hands to the back. Again, to make that a little bit more difficult, you can remove the bounce. Cool. Hopefully you found all those ball handling exercises okay. Now we're going to progress on some dribbling activities. So the first one we're going to look at is figure 8 around cones. Okay, so you need 2 cones set up. I'm back using a football now just to show you that it can be done with all sorts of equipment. Cones don't have to necessarily be cones. You can use jumpers or something to resemble a cone. Okay, so again, same body position as what we just done for the hand switch. This time all you're going to do is just dribble with one hand around one of the cones in front. Okay, to progress that, we can start doing it into a figure 8 motion. So again, just using one hand. This time you're going to go around both cones, keeping that nice flexion in your knees, nice neutral spine, so you're not arching your back over. Okay, so really focus on these key words. So we're looking at coordination, speed. If we can pick that up, that'll be perfect. Maneuver and manipulate. So how can we manipulate the ball to get the most success? Okay, by manipulating and maneuvering opponents within the game, you're going to gain more success, open up more opportunities. Okay, next one we're going to look at is dribbling in front of the cone, behind cone, and then crossover. So exactly the same body position. This time you're going to do one dribble in front, one dribble behind, crossover to the opposite side. Exactly the same on the other side, so one in front, one behind, crossover. Okay, to make that easier, all you have to do is just do a dribble in front, dribble behind. So just alternate. So try and adjust the angle of your hand so you can manipulate that ball where you want it to go. So last two activities we're going to do, we're going to progress on to some dribbling on the move. Okay, so now I've lined my cones up with the same sort of distance apart, so about shoulder width apart if I was to stand side on, or roughly a metre apart in front of you. Okay, so what you're going to do is dribble in and out of the cones just by dribbling step forward and then crossing over. So similarly to what we did in the previous exercise. Remember, this time we're working for 60 seconds on the dribbling activities. And we need to include a little bit of mathematics as well by trying to calculate how many reps you do and how long you're working for. So really focus on using the fingertips, one sound, so you're not slapping the ball. So spread the fingers wide and attempt to keep that head up. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate with a tennis ball just to show it can be done. I want you to try and challenge yourself and do that too if you can. Okay, so just dribble up, cross over, up, cross over, up, cross over. Okay. One thing I really want you to focus on with that exercise is really try and transfer your weight. So lock that ankle, knee inside your foot, so rather than outside, and then transfer your body weight as quickly as you can. So really focusing on that agility, one of the key words, your ability to change and move direction of the body as quick as possible. Okay, last activity we're going to do, again dribbling on the move. This time all you're going to do, get down nice and low, start off about hip height with your dribble, approach the cone, and then you're going to get right down and dribble nice and low. You're going to come up, down, dribble nice and low. So just progressing to the next cone and then getting down nice and low. Okay, so there's your 8 activities, 4 ball handling activities and 4 dribbling activities. Hopefully you enjoyed that and felt like you progressed.